Hello there. This is a very quick update about the cyclone that is presently forming near Sri Lanka, or that has presently formed near Sri Lanka and is moving towards the northern part of Sri Lanka. The name of the cyclone is Cyclone Burevi, which is given by Maldives. So I just have a couple of slides just talking about the structure of this cyclone and the path that it is expected to take and the intensity. So as you can see, the cyclone is somewhere around roughly 200 kilometers away from the Sri Lankan landmass. So of course, the outer bands have already reached the northern part of Sri Lanka, and some of them are also covering the southern parts of Tamil Nadu, including the delta regions. And slowly this is going to move westwards, and it is going to make landfall in the evening or late night over Sri Lanka. It's moving at roughly around 12 kilometers per hour. So still there is it's a slow moving cyclone, of course. It's a cyclonic storm, so it is not a very strong system. It's a moderate system, but it has good potential to give heavy rains to many places. And also, the winds will range anywhere between 60 to 65 kilometers per hour, is what is the expectation. But if you look at the structure, it is not a very well organized cyclone, and that is expected because it is interacting with landmass, and that doesn't allow the system to become more compact because the friction will ensure that the system stays disorganized. But that still doesn't mean that the potential of giving heavy rains is low. It is because the moisture convergence is pretty high, and that's why it will give good rains to Sri Lanka and southern part of Tamil Nadu. The threat of flooding still exists, but the structure itself is highly disorganized, very similar to what happened with Cyclone Nivar, where because of the constant um, um, inhibition, it couldn't get it couldn't become a compact structure again because of the presence of this landmass that continuously affected its journey, right? Now let us look at the path. So the interesting thing that I wanted to point out here from the dynamics viewpoint is that if you look at the cyclone, it was moving westward, and then it has taken a northwest kind of a track. And that is not because of the Indo-Pacific ridge, because the Indo-Pacific ridge is much above. That is mainly because of the topographical effect, is what I feel. And this was also seen with Cyclone Nivar, where exactly at this point it started making the northward journey. And this was the precise point where it got pushed up north. And there is a reason why it kept moving up north was because the Indo-Arabian ridge was far away, so it didn't help this the cyclone Nivar. Otherwise, if the Indo because Gati had pushed the Indo-Arabian ridge away from our landmass, so hence it tracked north. But this deflection here is mainly because of the landmass that is there near Sri Lanka, and it will then go west because the Indo-Arabian ridge is further inland, so that will govern this towards the western region. So there is a difference between after this point there is a difference between the track of Nivar and this Burevi cyclone because of the presence of Indo-Arabian ridge. So if the Indo-Arabian ridge was present during cyclone Nivar, then cyclone Nivar wouldn't have made northward trajectory. Okay, so that is the big difference. The Indo-Arabian ridge is the reason why this is going west. It is taking the cyclone towards the western part, and thereby it is crossing northern Sri Lanka and then enter Gulf of Mannar and then the southern tip of Tamil Nadu. The last thing I want to touch upon is the intensification. It will enter as a severe cyclonic storm and it will leave as a cyclonic storm, and it will enter again Tamil Nadu as a cyclonic storm. The reason is because even though there is a landmass, it will not um, um, uh, downgrade to a depression or a deep depression. The reason is because even though there is a landmass, the system has potential to gain strength from these coastally trapped waves. So this region is where there are two land masses, and there is in the atmosphere, the topographical effects will ensure that there are these constantly coastal trapped waves, which will keep the system active. So it will now from now onwards, still for the next couple of days, it will still be a cyclonic storm. Okay, so I don't see it downgrading itself. So it will be a slow-moving storm, and it will again be a cyclonic storm all the way throughout. Only once it enters the Arabian Sea, because of the cool waters, it will become a deep depression. All right, so that is the dynamical aspect that I wanted to touch upon. All right, so stay safe, Sri Lanka and southern Tamil Nadu. There will be good rains. After this cyclone, there is a break phase in northeast monsoon, and probably this is kind of the last good system of the northeast monsoon, is what I feel. All right, so make the most out of it. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be back with more updates later. So please subscribe to the channel if you like these updates. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.